Oh. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, we're going to talk about the Volkswagen, but not yet. In a couple minutes. Not today. Not today. State cop on the side of the road almost got me. I was going to do a pool under that bridge and almost got me. That would have been speeding pretty bad. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking he's here to do a merch plug, but I'm not. I'm not going to tell you that there's only 3 days left to win that Mustang. I'm not going to tell you that every $5 spent on In-Chain Designs is an entry. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm only here to put the badges on my car. That's it. No merch plug. I said I was not going to do a merch plug, but I do have a big announcement right now. So starting today until the end of the giveaway, which is only 3 or 4 days depending on when you see this, we are offering double entries. That's right. So everything you get now is double entries on the website. Shirts, knives, hats, key tags, everything. Double entries right now, InChainDesigns.com. Every $5 you spend is 2 entries now to win the GT500. And that includes the new knives we got. Bam, show them the fire, please. Show them the hot fire right now, the hot fire. Oh, so freaking cool. Dog. So freaking cool, buddy. Got the pinup girl on the blade as well. Look at that. Epic on the site. Now there is another one. Can't wait for the giveaway to be over so I can actually take one of these home because I really like it, but Shane told me I'm not allowed to.
We're arming a revolution with the amount of knives.
Yeah, we're arming a lot of people here, but that looks really cool. Really cool. New Flying Tiger knives up on the site. Still in 120 frames, so sorry if the stabilization is not great, but yes, double entries now. For every item on the website, double entry. So if you haven't gotten an entry yet, now is the perfect time to get entered to win our GT500. It's an awesome car. You're gonna love it. And yeah, there is barely any time left. Just in case you somehow have not seen it yet, this is in fact the car right here. 2012 GT500, 2013 upper and lower grille, GT350R wheels, 2013 taillights just installed. They look epic. Corsa exhaust, Corsa intake, 6-speed manual car, only 2,800 miles on it, all original, clean title car, 1 owner, no accidents. It's awesome. Check out the website, InChainDesigns.com. Once again, we got our emblems on there. That looks beautiful. Little finishing touch for the ZR1. Definitely needed that because I love the darker blue with that light blue. It's like a perfect combination. Matches the calipers and my little side decals there and the badge on the back. Heck yeah. So the ZR1 wrap is now officially done. I know that many of you wanted the scoop on what's going on with the Corrado. Well, as you can see, the Corrado is in fact back. It only took about 14 months, but the car is back. And again, this was not a car that was like a big priority for me. It's not a big part of the channel. It's not something I want to drive every day. So I wasn't really worried about it. And if you are new to the channel, which I have a lot of new people since I bought this car and since it's been gone, this is my 1993 Volkswagen Corrado VR6. I got the car for a steal, really, and that's kind of why I got it. Now, I've always liked them. I always thought Corrados were cool cars, and you know, they're pretty well known. They have a very small cult following, but they're pretty well known in the car world as being a cool car. And now they're kind of sort of getting into what I would call a little collectible. Not really, but the value is going up in these cars big time over the past couple of years. A clean one, a clean stock one, goes for about 15 now with the right options, which is a lot of money for a 1990. I mean, it was only 18 when it was brand new. So I got this car for $1,000. The car was, you know, beautiful inside, 50,000 original miles on it. As you can see, I mean, it's really pretty much spotless in here. I mean, very well maintained. The car needed a few things like brakes and whatnot. It had been sitting for a few years. So I did some little maintenance stuff on it. The suspension was completely collapsed. So I put coilovers on it. I did all that, about a year and a half ago when I first got it. And then I was like, well, I want to do the trans because this was an automatic car. And of course, everybody wants a 5-speed in a car like this. And these, to be worth something and to be collectible, you want the 5-speed. So I sent the car off to my buddy Shane, who volunteered for the job, and it sat for a long time. And, again, it's not his fault because I wasn't like, hounding him about it all the time. But I didn't intend for it to be that long. I didn't want the car really sitting out for that long, but it is it's no big deal, it was my fault, it has not been a priority. But I got the car paint corrected by Troy Sowers when I first got it, and it had been sitting outside for 5 years. So Troy did a really good job with the car. The paint actually looked really good. But now you can see after sitting out for another year and a half, you can tell, it's not gonna show up on camera, but it's not great. And the first time that it was sitting outside for 5 years, they were like I'm guessing the people were storing stuff on it. So you can see there's little dents, both on the hood and the roof. So I'm sure they were like putting crap on top of it. So, it was a little bit of a project, but overall it's a really nice, clean car. It's in pretty good shape. It has definitely been in an accident because this part was repainted and I want to get that fixed as well right there. But yeah, other than that, it's a really clean, everything works, Volkswagen Corrado in a cool color. I think they call this Dragon Green, and all original, very nice, and now it is a working 5-speed. That is the good news. The 5-speed is working out of the black donor Corrado that I bought for it, and it's now a 5-speed manual car. It runs really good, it runs and drives. So we got the big part of the job is done. Now for the little stuff, because my goal with this car is to build a Corrado to make it look like it just rolled off the assembly line. Like I want to make this thing super nice. I'm not doing it as for like an investment. I don't think it's going to be worth anything, but, now it's not a numbers matching car, but this isn't the type of car that's going to matter. This isn't like an old C2 Corvette or a Boss Mustang or something. It doesn't matter if the original VIN says it's not supposed to be a manual. Nobody's going to care. All they want to know is, is it a manual now? Nobody will even notice. Nobody's going to care about that little stuff. So the fact that it's a really clean, mint condition 5-speed Corrado with 50,000 miles on it, that's going to be the selling point. Again, I'm not doing this to make money, but that's what I want. I want it to be a super clean Corrado 5-speed car, and I pretty much got that now. So there's a lot of little stuff. I'm going to get it back to Troy. He's going to paint correct it again. So again, our boy Troy over here, which is why I brought the magazine out so you could see him. Yes, he is on a magazine, but he's gonna paint correct it again. I'm gonna get it aligned because you can see that fitment is bad. I'm gonna get that wheel fixed. I wanna get that camber fixed. The back is fine, but basically it's a little project car. It's nothing crazy. A lot of people said like, oh, you should turbo it. I'm not gonna turbo it. I just want it to be an all original vehicle. And before we pop the hood, you can see the only thing that I wanted to do that I didn't get done yet is I want to put a manual gauge cluster in it. So you can see it still says park, reverse, neutral, drive, like it's an automatic, even though it is now in fact a 5-speed. Also, this is like the black Corrado I bought as a donor car. The guy had like a 4-wheel drive shift knob, and this is not a Corrado shift boot, but have no fear, I bought one from Europe right here. I got this from the UK. This is an original Corrado shift boot and knob, so that's gonna go on there. It's gonna look like that, but so that's an original part, really cool. Again, got that from the UK on eBay. Very excited about that. That's gonna look great, and that will complete it. Then all I have to do is get the gauge cluster, and that will be it. But you can see I got my 3 pedals down there. I want to get original pedals as well. It's one other minor detail, but other than that, it's done. Clean VR6, beautiful engine, sounds great, runs pretty good. These things made like 175 horsepower, which is plenty for a car that only weighs, these things are like 2,800 pounds, so it's not a heavy car at all. We are in fact pulling out of the garage in the Corrado. It's been a long time since I've driven this car. Here we are driving the Corrado, and like I said, the cool thing about this car is that it really doesn't feel that outdated. Like, let me tell you the difference between this and my 1993 Chevy, the green truck I had, the green OBS. Now, these cars, that truck and this car, are from the exact same year. And which one do you think looks more modern? The exact same year car, and this one, I mean, you can tell it's old, but it doesn't look that bad at all. Banging that second gear there. Whoop, scraping. We're a little low yet on this thing. I gotta get used to that, but that VR6 really does sound very good. I mean, it's really a good sounding engine and performs well. But yeah, I mean, this car doesn't feel like super outdated at all. It feels pretty good. You can tell it's older. It's definitely like a 90s car, but it runs and drives really nice. You can go out on a back road in this thing and have a lot of fun. And that's why I like it. You know, it's a really cool little car. It's something totally different for me. But when I saw the deal, I couldn't pass it up. Now, here's what nobody knows about this car and what I didn't want to say until I had it almost done. This car actually used to be my brother's car, the one who's in the military. And he actually just deployed 2 days ago, which is why I went down to the beach. We were hanging out and having fun with the family before he left. So he's, you know, Special Forces, been in the Army now for like 16 or 17 years. Here, before he left for the Army, he sold it. He didn't want to pay for it anymore, you know, couldn't really afford it. He didn't want to sell it, but he was leaving anyway, and he ended up selling the car to a buddy. I ran into that guy, what, 13 years later, and I was like, hey, do you still have the car? And he was like, yeah, it's just been sitting. He's like a big Volkswagen guy. He has a bunch of them, and it's just been sitting. And we got to talk. I just saw him one day randomly at a restaurant, and that's how it all went down. So basically, that's how I got the car. Now, my brother, of course, is aware that I have the vehicle. He does watch the videos when he's home, although, to be honest, my family doesn't really watch the video. It's weird to watch the videos of somebody you know personally, I feel like. So, like, most of my friends and family don't watch the videos, except my mom. She watches everyone, although sometimes I wish she wouldn't because, you know, the racing ones, but I just tell her we're in Mexico and it's fine. But anyway, my brother is aware that I have the car, but he has no idea that my plan is to fully restore it and give it back to him. And he always wanted a 5-speed in the car. And, you know, for all the reasons I explained why, you know, he and I both would want one in the car. So the end goal is to give it back to him when he returns from his deployment. So I'm gonna get it all fixed up. It'll be perfect by then, and I'm going to give the car back to him. Have old Troy look this thing over and do a real good job, full paint correction again, and then maybe we'll have a body shop kind of touch up the little things that are wrong with it, like the dents in the hood and the dents in the roof and that kind of stuff. But everything else is good. Like, the car works, the 5-speed works really good. Nothing is broken. So it's a pretty cool little project, and it's definitely something that's very personal for me. So it should be a lot of fun, and it has been so far. I'm sorry the car has sat for so long and I didn't get to it. I know that some people were really looking forward to it. Back now. So it's back now. It's gonna be in the garage, safe and sound, 5-speed working well. And I'll tell you what though, honestly, like, the 5-speed has made this car a lot more fun. I've driven it a couple times off camera, and the auto was like just really bad. You know, those old automatics are just so bad. And the 5-speed, it was good to drive, but it wasn't like fun and engaging with that old like 4-speed trans. But now, like, you got the 5-speed in the car. It's a really, really fun car to drive. It's way better, and I'm definitely glad I went through with the swap. Update for you on the ZR1. The badges are back, and it's weird that, you know, that little emblem makes a big difference, but I really think it does. Like, it just kind of looks naked without it, and out back as well. And the all-important Corrado update that I'm sure about 5% of you actually care about, but that is the deal with the car. It's awful right now. I mean, that is awful. Swirl marks everywhere. Definitely need to get Troy on that ASAP. Hope you guys enjoyed this upload. Again, don't forget, double entries, twice the entries for the GT500 giveaway in chaindesigns.com. Every $5 you spend is now 2 entries. Way more chances to win here for the last 4 days. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night. This is one of those times where the camera is not going to do it justice, but those two colors together in this light. That looks really cool. Oh my goodness, that looks really good.
That's picture.
Wow, that is good. Well, that's why I lined it up like that. Dude, yeah, look at that. It comes out better on the phone, on the camera, than it does just on the camera. Look at that,
That's
dude.
on the gram.
Absolutely. That is sick.
Cool in your car.
Thank you, buddy. I'm very happy with it. I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna be too light. Maybe it's, you know, I don't know about blue with blue accents, but I think it turned out.
Yeah, it's like a robin egg blue.
Yeah, I think it turned out.
That's the Corvette, the C8. Like, what's it called?
It's close to Rapid, yeah. It's a little bit lighter, which I actually kind of prefer. That way, it's not exactly like the Mustang color.
Oh, that's right. What is that color called?
Grabber blue.
Grabber blue, yeah.
Yeah, I like it a little bit lighter.
Okay. No, that's cool.
So it's not quite that dark, but.
Look, the blue calipers actually set it off really nice.
John and I also have a massive announcement.
Do we have a massive announcement?
We do. Now, not only is John's book available at the link down below, use my coupon code for 10% off.
And everyone that's bought the book already so far, truly
had a ton of sales.
Yeah,
a ton of sales
so far. So thank you, and I hope everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you do like it, please, on my website, you'll link it, of course.
Yep.
Go to the website if you've read the book and you like it. Leave a review.
Yeah, pop a review in there.
If you don't like it, also, you
want to hear the feedback? Yeah.
Feedback. So
absolutely.
Appreciate anything and everything.
Definitely, dude. Well, I guess should we tell them now what we're doing?
We can.
All right. So basically, John and I are having a big party, and everyone's invited. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Everybody's invited to our big party. What we're doing is we're taking delivery of our 600 LTs on the same day.
Yep. 600 LTs.
On October 5th is the date. October 5th at McLaren, Philadelphia.
Yep.
It's going to be a good time.
It's kind of surreal still to even think that.
I know.
We're gonna get the cars.
First of all, the fact that they came in on the same boat.
Yeah, they rode together.
Like, I'm sorry for how flaming we are, but they came in together.
The thing about this, the odds of that happening, I don't know, because you ordered a car what?
Virtually zero, because I ordered mine like 8 months ahead of yours.
No, dude, it's like a year, wasn't it? Like August, I swear.
I ordered it
when you gave me
14 months ago. I ordered
picture of it.
Yeah.
So a year ago, let's just say over a year, and I did mine in February.
So.
And what are the odds that they will then arrive on the same boat next to each other at the exact same time? Like, that's just awesome.
So we figured, why not? Well, I guess that's my big announcement, is that I am getting the 600. If you stayed to the end of the video and you get to see this, so you get a little sneak peek. But yes, I'm taking delivery as well. And everyone's invited. No, not clickbait.
Mike's actually getting this.
100%. It's already paid for. Everything's done deal. That's it. That's the big news. We are having a big party. Everybody's invited.
Yes. Bring your cars.
Yeah, everybody.
Bring your friends.
Come out. Yeah, bring your friends.
Bring your cameras.
Yep.
Bring everything.
We're doing a book signing as well as merch. We're gonna have there all kinds of cool stuff. It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be an awesome time.
Yeah.
And I know Jeff is bringing his 600.
There's a lot of people coming.
So there'll be another 600 leased and a couple other McLaren.
There's going to be a Senna there. There's going to be a P1. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a good time, buddy.
You can just trade these all in.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, Chad?
I'll tow my house behind me, and I'll just trade that in on the Senna.
Babe, me and Mike decide we're going to live together in a rented little.
It's a quaint little building that's going to be mobile. But yeah, anyway, that's the big news. We wanted to share that with you guys. We're having a big delivery party. Please come out, hang out with us, have a good time.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for the drive down and the drive back.
I know, the drive back. Yes.
The drive back is gonna be.
So who's taking us down there?
I'm gonna take that down.
Okay. I'll put the info down below. Come hang out with us at McLaren Philadelphia. We're gonna be taking delivery of both of our cars same time. There's gonna be free food, so for nothing else, just come up and eat McLaren's food. They got money to pay for it, so please come eat the food. And God knows they got the money to pay for the food. So come out, have a great time with us, and just enjoy some cool cars.